Listen, when you are planning your dream retirement abroad, sunshine and nice views are not enough. And so in this video, I want to talk to you about the best places to retire or do a partial sabbatical in Africa and in the world if you are a mature adult, or if you're an entrepreneur and you're like, hey, I just want to chill. I don't want to be too busy. I don't want to work. I don't want to go to every networking event. I want to relax and still be profitable, still keep my profit margins with peace. This is the video for you. And so let's go through my list here, okay? And first, we need to talk about why being in the least corrupt countries matters. So here's the deal. If you choose the wrong country anywhere on earth, particularly in Africa, and it happens to be a corrupt country, and it's already the end of 2025, we're heading into 2026, we do not have a lot of leeway and time for games. You can end up in a situation where you are wasting thousands and thousands of dollars, you acquire a lot of stress, and you just have to deal with a lot of mess that you wouldn't otherwise have to deal with if you were to choose a least corrupt country, okay? And so let's talk about how we measure least corrupt countries, okay? Number one, we want to look for the quality of healthcare and infrastructure. Number two, we want to look at the cost of living for the expats or retirees that are moving there. It is not helpful if you move to a country that technically has a low cost of living, but the price of everything for you is going to be 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times as much as someone else is paying, because in fact, you wouldn't be paying a lower cost of living. You would be paying the similar cost that you're already paying in the United States or in the United Kingdom, right? And then we also need to look for residency options that are beneficial to foreigners. So not just like 1 or 2 year permits, but something that gives you, hey, a 5-year, a 10-year option in the country. These are going to be the best types of permits that you can find in 2025, especially if you are looking into leaving America. Next, we need to look for cultural openness to expats. It is no secret that countries like Mexico are basically culturally closing the door to American expats, okay? The same type of thing happens on the continent, especially in East Africa, of course, in West Africa as well. South Africa happens to be one of the more open regions within the African continent for expats and foreigners to come in and adjust to the society. So you definitely have to look out for that as well. And without further ado, let's actually get into these countries. So number one has to be Mauritius, Africa, which is where I'm currently located and loving living here. You see, I'm on my roof. I love to come up here on Fridays and de-stress and look at the mountain view over there to the right of me, to the left of me. I could go over to the beach that's a little while off, okay? And so I'm just loving the fresh air, the scenery. But not only do we have scenery, some organic food, a lot of options for entertainment, but Mauritius is actually the highest in Africa for least corruption with a score of 51, okay? And Mauritius offers one of the most stable political climates in the global south, period. Property rights are clear. The legal system is modeled on both French and British law, and it's consistently ranked as Africa's least corrupt country, okay? And so you get tropical living, a 15% flat tax rate, which is the best that you will find in Africa, and no tax on foreign source income that is not brought into Mauritius. Now, there are so many residency pathways in Mauritius. You want to check out the Mauritius Economic Development Board, the Mauritius Economic Development Board website, the EDB, which you can do a quick Google search on. You should go check out that website because it's so transparent. They lay every single thing out that you need to move to the country, okay? And English and French are both widely spoken here. Now, a comfortable lifestyle for you, you can live on $1,800 to $2,000 a month and live your dream life. Like live like a very, very top tier life that you otherwise would not experience in the States. Now, I want you to think of your lifestyle. You're going to be able to save more, invest more. You're going to have more peace, more freedom, more time to walk on the beach, more time to go boating if that's what you like to do, or mountain hiking, because everybody goes mountain hiking up here. And so that is why Mauritius is on the top of the list. Now let's fly over to the Mediterranean really quickly because I need to touch on Malta. Malta blends Mediterranean beauty with the European Union governance standards on low corruption, and they are among the lowest corrupt in Southern Europe. And the healthcare ranks in the top 5. So if Europe is somewhere that you're looking to go, you're an expat, maybe you spent time in Africa, you spent time in Mexico, and you want to see your different options, Malta, which is near Africa since it's near the Mediterranean, is actually going to be a good choice for you. English is the official language. They have mild winters, and then of course they have access to EU traveling and residency rights, which is very, very strong, very wonderful, that you can hop country to country without paying too many additional fees and having too many bureaucratic issues the way you may in Africa, okay? They also have a strong expat community. There it's gonna cost you about $2,500 to $3,500 to live there, okay? Number 3, coming back to the African continent, we need to look at Botswana. Their CPI score is 60. Botswana is known as Africa's success story for a reason. Their economy is based on diamonds, and they have transparent governments with super low crime. I know a lot of people talk about the crime rates in like South Africa and in Kenya, sometimes in West Africa as well, but Botswana is one of those countries similar to Mauritius and Seychelles where the crime is so low, it is virtually non-existent when you compare it to other countries in the world. English is also widely spoken. They have a low population like Mauritius. Mauritius has 1.3 million people. Botswana also has about 1 million people, okay? And you could actually live in Botswana for $1,500 to $2,000, especially if you are of retirement age. The cool thing about Botswana is it's also next door to Namibia. Namibia, by the way, has a 6-month digital nomad program where you can go there, show that you make money online, show that your business is thriving internationally, and then you can stay there for 6 months, right? Next, we have to have Seychelles. Seychelles CPI score is 55, okay? Low corruption. It's a pristine island nation with environmental protection. Seychelles has low corruption for the region and a relaxed pace of life. So, similar to Mauritius and Seychelles, you can find residency by investment, but you can also get their workcation digital nomad program, or you can go ahead and retire there. Now, Mauritius has their 10-year retirement. You would need to look at the Seychelles immigration website to see if theirs is also 10 years. I am not sure. You may want to check that out after this video if that is a place that you're looking at. But they have low property taxes like Mauritius, and so your cost of living is going to be about $2,000 to $3,000 per month, a little bit higher than Botswana and Mauritius, but about on par with like what you would pay in the Mediterranean, okay? And then lastly, we have Vietnam. We had to bring Asia into the picture here for those of you who are interested in Asia. If you're looking for a least corrupt country in Asia, Vietnam could be your best bet. I've seen so many Black expats and expats in general going over to Vietnam recently. I think that's super cool. They're doing like their investor permits and their digital nomad stuff. So this infrastructure is taking off across the world. Vietnam's score is a 42. And while Vietnamese scores lower on the CPI than all of the nations that we have just discussed, it has made anti-corruption reforms in the last decade, especially in coastal and urban retirement hubs like Da Nang and Nha Trang, okay? So they have a super low cost of living. You can live in Vietnam for $1,200 to $2,000 a month. They have exceptional healthcare in their major cities. It's a warm climate and easy visa renewals through their residency and agency processes. Their cost of living is among the lowest for any country on this list. And so here are a few questions that I'm going to leave with you as you're thinking about, okay, what do I do? Where do I want to go? But before I get into that, you should definitely like this video, share it with 10 people, and check out in the description the Mature Adult Intensive for those of you who are either entrepreneurs or retirees who want to take a sabbatical, you want to retire, and you want to find the best residency process. You want to wrap up everything you have in the US. Perhaps you're looking into getting a power of attorney. You want to wrap up your contracts. You want to know what systems you can leverage in the US before moving abroad, before relocating, potentially doing a sabbatical or retiring, because there are systems that will make your life easier. We have a 4-week intensive currently open. There's already a spot that has been taken. Actually, we didn't even fully announce it to the public yet. check out the link in the description if you want one of the other additional spots in that program. We begin September 1st on the dot, okay? It is taught by my husband, and I created the curriculum especially for you. Check it out, the link in the description. But here are the questions I want to leave you with. Does the legal system protect foreign retirees? Can you easily open a local bank account? What are the rules for property ownership? Is healthcare affordable and high quality? And how easy is it to renew your residency, okay? Again, what we teach inside the intensive, we go over safety. Beyond crime rates, we need to talk about political stability, infrastructure, and resilience. Governments, least corrupt countries for residency and citizenship, so that you know what approach to take. You want to have multiple options. You can look at also your vision building so you can build the lifestyle of your dreams. Some lifestyles aren't for everyone. Like, we enjoy Mauritius because it's kind of like low-key, boring. There's not like a lot of drama. There's not a lot of things here. We actually like that. For someone that maybe you want to be around a whole bunch of networking events, maybe Nairobi's better for you. Or maybe you want to be in a more international hub where you feel like you could meet people of all different types of origins. Maybe Dubai would be better for you if you want to be somewhere high-tech like that. And so it's really based on what your current lifestyle is and sourcing that information and then applying it to see, okay, what is probably going to be your best bet moving forward for the next 5 to 10 years. That way, after those 4 weeks of working with us, you actually get to understand, okay, here's what my next 10 years looks like, my next 5 to 10 years. I have a game plan, I have a strategy, so you can walk away knowing, okay, I know what I'm going to do in these crazy times. I know what I'm going to do while the U.S. is totally in derision with the military, the boots on the ground in D.C. and soon coming to other cities, other areas, and other states like New Mexico. You have your plan where you can just jump on the plane and know confidently, I have a network, I have a plan, I've spoken to people in a multitude of demographics, and I know how to maneuver internationally now, okay? It comes with your 40-page curriculum workbook. We cannot wait to see you there. It's so exciting. And again, you have to act before the end of 2025 because we're facing across the world global instability, currency fluctuations, and tightening visa requirements. I can promise you in the next couple of years, getting certain residencies and visas may be nearly impossible. Things change so quickly on the continent and in the world that once they see something that's taking off and is very beneficial, you have to be in the first group of people to accomplish it and acquire it, because after about 1 to 2 or 3 years, they're like, okay, that's enough. We're going to retire that option and we're going to go in a different direction. You do not want to be the person that waits until the last minute. If this video is touching your heartstrings, if you're feeling like, yes, I'm ready to take the next level, check out the link in the description, or just let me know which of the countries on this list most shocked you. Shalom, shalom. I'll see you in the next video.